Hi, right, we are now doing, I'm going to have to do square number 7, which is waves and bobbles in different sections, because it's my recorder, it's only letting me record in chunks of 3 rows, because this is quite a complicated pattern. So I've previously done rows 1 to 3, and I'm now on row 4, and I'm going to do, if I can, 4 to 6. But wherever I stop or disappear, I'm just going to come back and I'll start the row again like I've done this time, and we'll get the 9 rows done for you, but they just might be in different clips. So row 4 of waves and bobbles starts with a chain 2, and then we skip the first double crochet, which is that one, and we do a double crochet in the next stitch, which is here. Then it asks us to do 2 double crochet in the next one. That's 1, 2. We chain 1, we skip that space, and we do the front post double crochet around the next one. So that's in from the front, skip around the post, pull through and treat as a normal double crochet. We chain 1, skip the next chain space, and we're going to double crochet 3 together over the next 3 spaces. We do that by wrapping, poking through, pull through, take off 2, wrap, poke through the next stitch, pull through, take off 2, wrap, poke through the next stitch, pull through, take off 2, take all the stitches off. Chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, and we're going to do another front post double crochet, chain 1, skip the space, we're going to do 2 double crochet into the next stitch, then we're going to do 3 double crochet over the next 3 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 2 double crochet in the last one of that little section there. So that's 2 double crochet in that one. And we're back to the repeat beginning when it asks us to chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, front post around the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, 3 double crochet together over the next 3 spaces, just going to do that, take them all off, chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, front post double crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to do 2 double crochet into the first stitch, 3 double crochet over the next 3 stitches, that's 2, 3, 2 double crochet in the last stitch there, and we're going to end with a chain 1. Oh no, we're not, beg your pardon, sorry, that was row 5. We're going to end with a double crochet, sorry, these patterns, right, it's 2 double crochet next, TC next, 2 TC next. Right, so it's a double crochet, sorry, I'm just going to check I've got that right. So 2 double crochet together, DC in the next, sorry, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 double crochet into the last stitch. Into the next. Ending with a double crochet in the second chain. Oh, sorry, it's a really simple ending. I got a bit confused there. Right, so double crochet. So that's the end of that row. That's the end of row 4, which is the wrong side. And I'm going to do row 5. And we're going to start with a chain 2. I'm going to skip the first stitch, and we're going to double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a cluster 5 in the next stitch. Just to remind you, a cluster 5 is wrap, poke through the next stitch, pull through, take off 2, wrap, poke through, pull through, take off 2, wrap, poke through, pull through. This is 3 times. Wrap, poke through, pull through, 4 times. Wraps, poke through, pull through, take them all off. That's a cluster 5. Then it asks us to, after the cluster 5, is to double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3. Apologies if there's rattling in the background. It's a bit windy today and I've got the window open and the blinds are rattling, so I'm sorry if that distracts you. We're going to do a chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, and then we're going to do a back post double crochet. So just to remind you, back post, you enter through the back into the hole, you go around the post, catch the yarn, pull it through and treat it like a normal double crochet. Then we chain 1, skip the next stitch, and we double crochet into the top of the next stitch. So just to be mindful, we've just done a double in the previous row, we did a double crochet 3 together. So just, I think that's where I'm going to go. So it sits on top of your three crochet, a double crochet together from the previous round. And then we chain 1. And I need to find myself again, and I do see in the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next one, and then we're ready for another back post. So we skip that hole there, and it's back post around the next stitch, and a chain 1. And we're back to our little start of our little repeat, and it says to double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a cluster 5 in the next stitch there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've missed it there, sorry. Let's go back and do 2 there. That's 4, 5. I'm just going to pull through those. So that's my cluster 5, and then it asks us to double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, right, I'm just going to undo this because I may have missed a stitch because there's not quite enough to do 3. So I'm just going to check. I think I need to do my first one there. So it's double crochet 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. I'm just checking what I've got left now. So cluster 5 in there and 1, 2, 3. So that's fine. So cluster 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 double crochet after the cluster 5. 1, 2, 3. We chain 1, and we back post around the next stitch, chain another 1, and we do a double crochet in the top of that little peak there where we did our 3 together last time. Chain 1, and we're ready for another back post. Chain 1, skip the next hole, and we're going to end with 3 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Oh, hang on, we're ending with DC in the last 3 double crochet. Hang on, beg your pardon, just need to find myself again. So we're on back post, chain 1, skip the next hole, ending with a DC in the last 3, DC in the last 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, and a DC in the turning chain. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a double crochet into the top of the last turning chain. So that is row 5. I have to say this one is quite hard work, mainly because it's just so many, nothing, the repeats are not repetitive enough, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now we're going to do row 6, and I'll stop at the end of row 6 and I'll start another little video to do 7, 8 and 9. So this is row 6. We chain 2. We skip the first stitch and we double crochet in the next stitch. Then we double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches. We chain 1, we skip the next chain space and we do a front post double crochet. We chain 1, skip the space, and then we do 3 double crochet into the next double crochet, which is there. So that's 1, 2, 3. We chain 1, we skip the next stitch, and then we do a front post double crochet around the next stitch. We chain 1, we skip the next chain 1 space. Just make sure I'm in the right place. Front post, chain 1, skip the next space, 3 double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip the next space, front double crochet, chain 1, and we double crochet 2 together over the next 2 spaces. Oh, sorry. We double crochet over the next 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. And then we double crochet 2 together in the last 2. 1, 2. Then we skip the next, we chain 1, we skip the next space and we do a front post double crochet around the next stitch, and then we chain 1 and we do, let me just check what we've got to do here. Front post, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. We do 3 double crochet into this next stitch here. Oh, it turned into a treble. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochet in the next one. Where is it? I'll keep 3 double crochet in the next chain. Right, chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, front post double crochet around the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches, double crochet into the next 3, ending with a double crochet in the next 2 stitches, chain 1 space, and a double crochet in the top of the previous turning chain. So that is row 6 completed. So that's the wrong side, that's the right side. As you can see, our bubbles are popping. So we are getting there. And I will now break off and do 7, 8 and 9 on the next clip. It might be I have to do 9 separately depending how far I get, how far I get with it. But wish me luck, because this one is driving me insane. Thank you, bye.